ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. We were contemplating upon the puja as the Manasa puja, the Antar puja, Bahir puja, the inward. I go on offering things mentally to the level of Tattva, to the absolute existence manifested in my heart as the Antaryami. Bahir puja, I invoke the all-pervading consciousness in a symbol and pray for its manifestation and offer my loving services. So, Antar Puja, Bahir Puja, these are the aspects of the same Archana of the Navada Bhakti. So, in Navada Bhakti, we have come to the place of Archana, to offer things. From where we are descending, you see, from the state of seeing God everywhere, seeing God as a personal, actual living reality. When you see that reality, the whole universe goes into naught. Just like when you wake up from sleep, dream, and wake up from dream, you know how much clearly you know, oh, what I was seeing, dream was unreal. To that extent of unreality, this universe, our all possessions, all efforts to attain, living, struggle for existence, all dissolves. And clear understanding, oh, this world was manifestation of God. And I took a world and was fighting with it. Just like when you wake up from dream, you understand, oh, all this was play of mind. Nothing was there. Like that, when you wake up to the spiritual reality, when you realize God, you will see, having seen God, you will understand, oh, one God was playing as this universe and all things. And I was thinking this to be something else. I was seeing world in the world, but it was God as world. So when you come down, you see everything divine manifested as in form, name, form and quality. Nama, Rupa, Guna. It was only expression of Shakti, the difference. So we saw what is Manas Puja, we read and we are going through the Dhyana mantra just for understanding. In Dhyana, the various aspects of God are brought into picture. Same what you do in the Archana also, various aspects of the important aspects of manifestation is within the universe as the God, the transcendental aspect, the immanent aspect, the avatara, the antaryamin as the Lord of the universe. These five aspects of God in and through which we can realize God. We can realize God in these 5 ways. So we were contemplating on a particular aspect of God as therefore necessary for our meditation in puja. In meditation, Manasa Puja, we do the dhyana, same dhyana we do for the Bahir Puja also again. And for doing this Manasa Puja in dhyana, we bring into various aspects. We saw Hridaya Kamala Madhye. What is Hridaya Kamala? We saw Hridaya Kamala Madhye, the pivot of my existence, of the 3 bodies and all that I have. Hridaya Kamala Madhye, Rajitam Nirvikalpam. Nirvikalpam also we saw the unchanging absolute reality which appears to be changing. And we saw one aspect as Chaitanya, other aspect as Prakriti, that is as the matter. Hriday Kamala Madhye Rajitam Nirvikalpam Sada Bheda. Sat is the Chaitanya part, Asat is the Prakriti part. It is because Prakriti part dissolves every moment, is a constantly changing flux, and ultimately dissolves to be energy, pure energy. And Chaitanya we saw as unchanging. Even the manifestations are unchanging, are eternal. So the vast difference between Prakriti, Sat and Asat, Sadasat Veda, Atita, the Sat and Asat. Beyond it there is an existence. The beyond what we call the impersonal absolute and the personal absolute, there is another which cannot be expressed, inexpressible. The impersonal is with respect to personal, personal is with respect to impersonal, unchanging means there is a changing, and beyond the change and changeless aspect of existence, there is inexpressible which can never be known, that's why that is called Brahman. The Brahman is, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, is everything has become Uchishta, and that one remains without Uchishta. And this is what Sadasadakila Vedaditam Mekam Swarupam Prakriti Vikriti Shunyam. When the manifestation takes place, the energy that is ready to manifest as universe and all beings is called Prakriti. And after many manifestation, it passes through various levels of manifestation. One after the Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Rapa, Advya, Prithivya, Bhushade, Aushada. All these whole manifestations are called Vikriti. There are 7 stages of Vikriti for the universe to form. So, Prakriti Vikriti Shunyam, where there is neither Prakriti nor Vikriti. There is neither the cause nor effect of this universe. It is that which is manifested as Sri Ramakrishna. The beyond what we can conceive, from inconceivable reality, which mind cannot conceive it, intellect cannot discern it. The highest thing we have is intellect to know, and that also. That is Sadasada Kila Veda Atita Veda Surupam Prakriti Vikriti Shunyam Nitya Ananda Murti. It has become the Nitya Ananda Murti. The Rama term in Treta Yuga, when Rama was born. The ultimate reality manifesting as Rama. And that is the Rama was given the name Rama by Vasishta because it refers to the Brahman, the absolute existence, which is Nitya Ananda. It is manifesting as Nityananda Murti. Murti means it has taken form. Nitya Ananda Murti. Vimala Paramahamsam, the pure, unstained Ramakrishna, which can never be stained. Something like gold. It can never be stained. Wherever it is put, whatever it is put, something like that. So, Nityamanam Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishna Bhajamaha. Nirupama Mati Sukshma. Nirupama. There is nothing can be compared with it. Now, if I eat one sweet, I can compare with another sweet. One sour, I can explain with another thing which you have seen as sour. Suppose there is a fruit. How does it taste? It tastes like tamarind. So much sour it is. Oh, then there is comparison. A little more sour than tamarind. a little less sour than tamarind. Something we can keep as a standard and upama. This is nirupama. You cannot compare with anything. In Marathi, they use a term, you are like yourself, no comparison. A comparison cannot be given. Only comparison is you are your comparison. Nothing can compare. Tuja saraka, tu hi deva. You are like you only. So that aspect, nirupama atishunyam, nirupama atishunyam, nityamananda murti. Nirupama ati sukshma. It is so subtle, ati sukshma. The stula is what can be perceived by senses. Sukshma, which can be conceived by mind and discerned by intellect. Ati sukshma cannot be even conceived by intellect or mind. Ati sukshma, nirupam ati sukshma, nishprapancham niriham. Prapancha is akasha vayu, agni, apa, prithvi. These are 5 basic principles with which the whole universe is made. Why do we say akasha, vayu, agni, apa, prithvi is? This is the 5 only senses we have. Eyes are there, ears are there, nose is there, tongue is there, touch is there. Only 5 senses we have. And whatever universe we can conceive is only through these 5 senses. Behind is the mind and behind is the intellect. Mind receives and infers it. There cannot be anything that I have not experienced to have been known. Nothing can come to mind which I have never experienced. And always, whatever you see, you have seen earlier and there is a manifestation of that. Chair, any type of chair, anywhere, you immediately understand it as chair. New type of chair has come. Immediately you will understand it is a chair because you have seen what is chair. Anyway, this Ati Sukshma Nishprapancha, the whole universe is made up of these 5. Why do we say these 5? Because we have 5 senses with which only these 5 can be perceived. Anything else, it might be there which cannot perceive. The prapancha, this is prapancha made up of the 5. Either is sight, it is Agni Tattva. If it is smell, it is Prithvi Tattva. If it is taste, it is Jala Tattva. If it is touch, it is Vayu Tattva. If we are able to hear, it is Akasha Tattva. These 5 manifest with these are objects of senses, the senses along with it. Sound travels in space. Whenever sound comes, you will immediately turn to that side. The space is expressed through the sound. Nothing else can show the space. And smell, Gandha, Prithvi Tattva. Like that, each has its counterpart. When Akasha comes, it means Karna and Shabda. It's split, it is 3 together coming. Shabda, Karnendriya and Akasha. From the Vayu when it comes, Vayu Sparshendriya, Tvaka and Vayu Tattva. And when from Vayu Tattva, Agni Tattva comes, the eyes and sight also appear. That's why Agni Tattva is connected with. Similar Jala Tattva, the tongue and the taste come into picture. With Prithvi Tattva, smell and the Nasika, nose, come into picture. This is the only world that you can perceive, nothing else. That's why it's called prapancha, made up of the pancha. The specific manifestation of the pancha. The whole universe is what you perceive through the five senses. And five senses are products of these five, Prithvi, Jala, Tattva, and all this. So we say the whole universe is made up of the Panchabhutas. Nothing else is there. Anything you take comes within these five. These are the basic which appear as Prithvi Tattva. We may 108 types of metals or entities we see are but manifestation of one Prithvi Tattva. So these five are the whole universe. Nishprapancha. That which sustains all this, gives existence to all this, is what he is Nishprapancha, Niriham. There is no desire, wanting something. No, he is Purna. He is come down to give, not to receive anything. There are no desires to fulfill. So, Nishpracham, Niriham,
Gagana Sadrisha.
Gagana Sadrishamisham. Gagana Sadrishamisham. It is like space, Akasha. Akasha means Nirlepa. We saw fire cannot burn and water cannot burn. It is Nirlepa. Gagana Sadrishamisham. Sarva Bhutadivasam. Important is residing in every jiva as consciousness, individual consciousness, as the Antaryamin in the jiva, is indweller in all the bodies of existence. Body means it can be Stula, Sukshma, Karana, and all three together. So when Stula, Sukshma, Karana are there, we call the living being. And after the body leaves, the Sukshma and Karana alone will be there. Even then it is jiva. In and through the during transmigration also, God is present as the indweller. So all these, Gagana Sadrishamisham, Sarva Bhutadivasam. See what all the aspects of God we are meditating upon as the indweller in our Antaryami. Sadasada Kila Bhedadidamekam Surupam Prakriti Vikriti Nityamanandamurti Vimala Paramahamsam Ramakrishna
Gagana Sadrishamisham.
Gagana Sadrishamisham Sarva Bhutadivasam Triguna Rahita Sachin. Whole universe is made up of three gunas. Gunas have become this. The gunas are the sattva, the knowledge, rajas, the movement. I understand. There is a perception. I understand. There is cognition. There is revelation. The objects reveal, I perceive. So senses and sense perception, all types of sense and sense perception come under the mind and intellect. In and through mind and intellect. These become the sattva, rajas, movements. I act, I move, my organ of actions come under, and the energy come under the rajas, and tamas, the material objects, which has great inertia within them. So the whole universe is made up of this sattva, rajas. This is gunatita. Beyond the gunas, he is not affected by the gunas. Though he is manifesting in this universe with the same body as we have, his existence is beyond the three gunas. They are superimposed upon him by his own power to show he is putting on all limitations to show how to go beyond limitations. He actually becomes human. Actually, as if he has born with samskaras and vasanas, he comes into picture, and how to release if you are put in the jail. It is like a person who has never been caught is put into the jail to show how you can escape from the jail. What are the means, what are the ways you can go, like that. So he has put up a Trigunatita, Satvarajatama, Kavanasadrisha Visham Sarubhudadivasam, Triguna Rahita Satchit, Satchidananda Swarupa. Sat, existence is pure existence. All these appear to exist because this existence is behind. Triguna Rahita Satchit Nityam Ananda Murti. Sat Chit Ananda. Sat, existence, consciousness. All consciousness, all jiva, mind and all appear to be conscious because the consciousness is within. Sachit Ananda is the Ananda Swarup. Sachidananda, the absolute existence, is pointed out by the term Sachidananda, Sachidananda. It cannot be explained, so something to indicate that it is there, this term is used. Vimala Paramamsam Ramakrishna Bhajamaha. The Nirupa Vidaritu Bhavatirnam, only to give he has come. Vidaritu Bhavatirnam Jnana Bhakti Prashantihi.
Triguna Rahita
Triguna
Brahma Rupam
Varenyam. Brahma Rupam Varenyam. Brahma Rupam. The Brahman is the infinite. When we say Brahman, eternity and eternity. The eternity, not the concept of eternity, time becoming eternal, no, where time is not there. Timeless eternity, spaceless infinity. When we think of infinite, we expand the space into infinity. Spaceless infinity. Not space is infinity. Time is eternal. No. Timeless existence. There is difference between the Western concept of eternity and infinity and Indian concept of eternity, and where time and space themselves are not there. That's why it is inexpressible, inconceivable mind. What is timeless? Time is infinity. We can understand something. Time itself is limited, and it is passing through eternity. Not that eternity, but where there is time itself is not there. Trigunanai Sachit Brahma Rupam Varenyam. Brahma Rupam. That Brahma which is infinity and eternity. Brahma Rupam Varenyam. Which is to be, Varenya term is used mainly in Gayatri Mantra. Tat Savitur Varenyam. Varenyam. Varenyam means the supreme one, the ultimate one, supreme one, ultimate one on one side, and Varenyam has another meaning. It is ought to be. You have to choose it. We choose so many things in our life. I want this, I want this, I want this. From birth, I want only is going on. I am choosing many things in this world to be mine, to enjoy, to throw or to discard. I am choosing them. But this is one thing you have to choose. To be that. To be the one thing that you choose in this life is God. So Varenyam, and it is the supreme one. It is to be selected, it is to be owned, it is the supreme. Varenyam, Vimala Paramamsam Ramakrishna Bhajam. Such Ramakrishna. Each Devata, you can put your own Devata's name. And each Dhyana mantra has some reference in some way or the other. It involves only these things. I am giving one Dhyana mantra. You can take any Dhyana mantra of his manifestation and what has manifested and what are the various ways of manifestation he has got. Vitaritam avatirnam jnana bhakti prashanti has come down, he has taken this form only to give jnana bhakti prashanti, the supreme knowledge, the knowledge of oneness of all that exists, the Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara, are appearing to be the three. I am separate from God, God is separate from this universe, it appears. It is one existence, appearing as three because you are identified with this body. One part you are taken out from the existence, universe, and identify yourself with this physical body. If you put this bodily existence back into the universe, you will see the Vishwarupa, your own existence independent of body. So, with this jnana, knowing yourself, knowing God, knowing the universe as one reality, Vidirtumavatirnam jnana bhakti, to ecstatic love of God, where you find oneness with that absolute existence. Jnana bhakti prashanti. The man is moving about from place to place, from time to time. At all times we see him running. There is no peace from one life to another life. Throughout the life we kept on running, and later also we keep running. So from life to life, where is the Shanti? And the Shanti which has put all things at once to rest is Prashanti. No more manifestations, no more changes. I am in ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute, unchanging. So this changeless existence into which I attain absolute peace forever, the total freedom from nature, the absolute peace and unlimited bliss, never-ending bliss is called Prashanti. To give this Prashanti, he has come down. Vitarjamavatirnam jnana bhakti prashanti pranaya galita chittam jiva dukha asahishnu. He is unable to bear the sufferings of mankind. Jiva dukha he is unable to bear. Vitarjamavatirnam jnana bhakti prashanti pranaya galita chittam. His chitta, his mind and heart have dissolved in love for his jivas. Just like a cow and calf. Calf is tied there. How restless the cow becomes. The pranaya galita. It has dissolved itself. The heart is dissolved, mind is dissolved in love. Pranaya galita chittam jiva dukkha asahishnu. Jiva dukkha asahishnu. It is not able to bear the suffering because of which he has melted himself. Jiva dukkha saishnu dhrita sahaja samadhi. And in what state he is now and then is getting lost himself, having taken the body. Now he is dissolving here for the jiva, he is dissolving there as the absolute existence. So on either side he is molten. Jiva dukkha saishnu dhrita sahaja samadhi chinmayam komalangam. And how is his manifestation? He is Chinmaya, Chaitanyamaya. Every aspect of his existence is pervaded by Chaitanya, Chinmayam Komalangam, Vimala Paramahamsam, Ramakrishna Bhajamaha. Such Vimala Paramahamsa Ramakrishna I meditate upon. This whole thing is in compact I have described. What is Dhyana Mantra? How do you meditate before we take him and identify him as the manifestation of the Absolute, keeping that flower on the head and doing this passage which I told today in the beginning, Hridayakamalamadhi, to this one, Vimala Paramahamsam, last line is the Dhyana Mantra. Then we keep utter the Manasa Puja passage. We'll see in the next class. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam भक्तानुकम्पा धृतविग्रहं वै ईशावतारं परमेशमीड्यं तं रामकृष्णं शिरसा नमामि।